Whew. What's up? What's up? Happy Thursday. Welcome in. Man, excited to be here again. Let's talk about EDC, talk about some tips. I got at least a general idea of what we could talk about and discuss. Yeah, well, first thing that definitely is on top of my mind is securing some tickets. I've held off to get tickets for a little bit, which is a little unusual. I normally get a ticket by now, but I've been holding off. But today we'll talk about some ticket tips, some accommodation tips, where to maybe book your hotel, where you should stay, maybe what are the best places. You can let me know if you guys have any, maybe some questions about where you maybe are thinking about staying. I've been to Vegas many times before, stayed at different parts of the strip. I've stayed in downtown Las Vegas before. I've stayed up in the north side or the north side of the strip. I've stayed mid-strip, stayed south side of the strip, where the old, I think it's the Tropicana. I think that place is going to be going away soon and going to be replaced by a baseball stadium, I believe. Yeah. Well, I can't even see if the chat is going. Hold on. All right. Okay. Yes. Where we at? What's up, Logan? Apex in the room. Man, I gotta figure out this streaming stuff. All right. Let's see. How else can we see who's in here? From LA. What up? Nice. San Diego here. Oh shit! Look at, man, I wonder when we're gonna hear about some stuff for the shuttles. I've been waiting. Still nothing. Apex, have you been to EDC before? All right. So let's see. That's what's up. I love San Diego, but I love Vegas too. Shit. I ended up renting a car again for this year. Nice. So you're driving up? How are we thinking about driving? Especially since we're not sure about what's going on with shuttles. Yeah, I think that hopefully the shuttle information comes out soon because it's definitely got my group on a little bit. We're feeling really anxious about whether or not or what's going to happen. What stops will be available. We'll probably drive if a worst case scenario, but hoping that whatever the situation is with the shuttle, we'll be able to secure some passes. We booked in downtown Las Vegas, so we're hoping that the place we stayed at is where there's going to be a premier shuttle. So hopefully that works out. But we'll see. I think that when it comes to transportation strategies right now, people have either driving, rideshare, shuttle, and then private or third party. So those are like the real four options that people are going to have to be choosing from. GA parking is pretty decent. The GA parking has been literally with the event ever since it started, and it's free. Of course, drive safe. That's a big tip. If you're going to be driving, definitely want to drive safe. You definitely want to bring some stuff in your car, right, for when you get back into your car from the festival and you're going to head back to your hotel or your Airbnb. Having some stuff in the car for when you get back will be really nice, whether it's, some food or some snacks or even like a blanket or a change of clothes. Or if you're with some of your friends who've got makeup on, like even just bringing stuff to like refresh on the way back to the hotel is just a nice feeling after that long weekend. What's up, Jay Chun? Yo, happy Thursday. Thanks for being here. Yeah, I think that this year they're definitely pushing the private car service with EDC, which is basically like it's private limo service, and that's expensive. Let's talk some festival fashion. What are you guys wearing? Where are you buying your outfits from? Um, I'm looking for some new places, so what are some of the places that you guys go to buy your clothes at, your outfits at? I think my wife, she goes to a place called Freedom Ravewear. That's a really good place for, nice pretty outfits, especially for girls. I like going to the iHeart Raves pop-up in Vegas. I usually just wait till the last minute to buy anything, and I'll just go to that pop-up because you can actually, go check out stuff in person, which is really nice. Whereas sometimes you're just, checking online. Ooh. Yeah, iHeart Raves is a good place to check out stuff. IEDM is a really cool place for festival fashion, right? They have a lot of cool prints on their stuff. Or even just buying like EDC merch too. If you can buy some of that in advance, then you have it even before you go to the festival, and you could rock that wherever you're going for the weekend. As for trends, one thing I really like seeing is what is hip, what's trending at the time when it comes to the outfits. Whether it's the different styles of the outfits. Yeah, Vibewire too, I think, is one of the newer trends that I see. Their prints look really cool. I like. I mean, I'm not sure if. I mean, I guess I could try it, but I've seen it. Whether it's the hood and then like the arm sleeve, it's all matching. It looks comfortable. Like when I see people wearing it, I'm like, that looks pretty comfy. I like the simpler stuff. Not big on the prints. Like this I love. I could wear this jacket all weekend long, but I'm like a simpler person. I think I like to wear showcase my personality with like my totem or the candy that I'm using. But definitely check out Vibewire if you guys haven't seen that. Let me know where else to go. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to wear. 7 lines is there. So, okay, well, nice. Yeah. Did you guys know 7 lines is... I guess this is okay, chat to talk. Did you know 7 lines is in a throuple? I read about it once, and I thought that was very interesting. I might get like a custom made jersey. I saw on Amazon you can, get custom jerseys with your own number or like your own text on the back. So I thought I might do something like that. That'd be cool. I think that it's also good, for festival essentials, right? If we're staying on that note too, or let me know if you guys are bringing hydration packs or if you're skipping the hydration pack and just using like a water bottle. I like I like a little bit of both because sometimes I don't like the water that's coming out of the water refill stations. Just kind of tastes odd sometimes. Oh, a lot of UV reactive stuff. So when you see some, I like the UV clothes where people wearing them and then the light shines on it. Like that's cool. From afar you can see somebody's outfit just because sometimes a spotlight hits them right at a certain moment. and that's pretty fun. Then another festival essential. Let me know if you guys wear would be some earplugs. Do you guys think earplugs are important? Do you wear them? I was supposed to bring mine to the last festival that I was at over in San Diego, and I didn't. I didn't have them. I should have brought them because next thing you know, my ears are ringing that same night, and I can't. It's hard to fall asleep. Let's continue. Yeah, walking shoes are key. The shoes that I wore to last EDC, I cannot wear anymore. My feet are just killing me. I can't wear Vans anymore. I gotta wear like normal walking shoes. Yeah, I think earplugs are. Yeah, the eargasm earplugs are solid. I'll put my if I'm. Yeah, I feel like even just being close to a speaker, it's probably better, especially long term. I think in the short term, it's like, meh. But once you keep going, the last thing you want to do is like really damage your ears. And now you can't like even fathom to go up to the rail. But yeah, we went to the front of one of the stages at Proper, and I definitely should have been wearing earplugs. I like the eargasm earplugs. Boom. Just a box. The thing about earplugs is like you gotta really keep track of them. Like sometimes the festival comes around, I'm like, where did I even leave these? Yeah, I remember even like when I was first going and we weren't wearing earplugs, and I wasn't even thinking about it, and I don't even think eargasm was like a thing. Like I would have ringing in my ears for days. Yeah, I feel that. Hollywood doll. One time my ears rang for almost 3 days. Yes, that is just like not comfortable. uh, I want to get the LED ones. That'd be really cool. I'm big on LED accessories. There's one accessory to have at EDC. Festival essential would be some light up gear. So yeah, I think LED earplugs would be pretty sick. Let's see, what else was on the agenda? If you guys don't have eargasm earplugs yet, you can use the discount code. I have one. Boom. Sick. There you go. 10% off your purchase. I just found out when I signed up with Eargasm that they have just earplugs for normal sleeping, and I could probably definitely use some of those. Javi, what are good suggestions on some hotels? Well, I think that there are. Oh man, I think if we try to come up with three, right? I think the south side of the strip you have the Luxor, which is very affordable. The Luxor hotel rates are usually really good around EDC. The thing about being down there at the Luxor is you're really far from. It's like one of the farthest hotels from the Speedway, but it's good value, and you can always take the tram from Luxor to like Mandalay Bay, or just walk, north towards like the mid strip area where you can go to the Bellagio. Park MGM is like one of my favorite. I have a video on that, it is a little bit pricier. I think Planet Hollywood is a really good option too, good value, and a lot of the restaurants inside of Planet Hollywood are also a good value. Like they're pretty affordable. They're known to have some of the cheapest eats on the strip, Planet Hollywood. And if there is a mid-strip shuttle, Planet Hollywood is pretty close to it. Tropicana is also a good budget hotel, and in the past there's been shuttle stops at the Tropicana, which are really nice. So you can just go from your hotel to the shuttle stop, and when you come back from EDC to your shuttle stop, like you're right at your hotel. Other suggestions for hotels, if you got the money to spend it, Resorts World is a great option. Even if you're not doing hotel EDC, I think Resorts World is a really sick hotel. It is a little bit pricey. Even the food inside of Resorts World, it can be pricey. Hollywood Doll, thoughts on the Link? I love it for the value that you get. I think the Link is a pretty solid hotel when it comes to location. Where the Link is pretty much where all the action is on the strip. So in between EDC, like you can enjoy the strip. You can do the Link Promenade, right outside the hotel. You can just walk along that promenade, check out different shops and restaurants. You can even go on the high roller if you're at the Link Hotel. The Link is pretty affordable. The one downside that I really didn't like about the Link was the thin walls, and you can really hear a lot in your hotel room there, especially if you're by the pool during that weekend. Jay Chun, junk deal that they waited so long to release shuttle passes. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. I do think it has probably something to do with F1 and just what's going on in the city of Las Vegas. I think EDC used to be like the biggest thing for Las Vegas, but now it's like F1. So F1's getting priority, I'm sure, over what's happening in the city. I think other hotels. I think the D in downtown Las Vegas is a good budget-friendly hotel. It's also, right next to all the action on Fremont Street. If you want to be in downtown Vegas and you got the money, Circa's really nice because it's 21 and up only. It's one of the newer hotels. It's got Stadium Swim, which will probably be popping in between the EDC days. Debating if I should rent debating if I should rent RV or go tent style or shuttle. And it's all about the experience that you're looking for. I think that the camp EDC is super immersive. Like you could just basically immerse yourself in all that is EDC. And if it comes, there are just like things you weigh out, right? Like, yes, you get to be at the festival all the time, but now you're like in an RV. So depends on the experience, I personally love Las Vegas, so I love the EDC Vegas experience combined, right? So I always prefer to stay in hotels. Although we might do Camp EDC in the future and do that studio that they have, but I'm sure that's probably twice as expensive. The shuttles, I have had, in the past, I've had really good experience with shuttles. I mean, long time ago, they were really shitty experiences, but now it's not that bad. I think it's pretty smooth. I had no issues with the shuttles in 2023. Getting back each day was, easy. I walked to the shuttle stop or my designated shuttle stop and just hopped right on a bus and got back. There was no issues. But then I was leaving at a pretty decent time. I mostly would leave around 3. I think the longest we had to wait for a bus was on day 2. We stayed for Afrojack, so we didn't go back to the shuttles until about 4:30 ish, and we maybe waited like 15 minutes until we got onto a bus. Uh, but then again, like I don't know what it's like at the very end, right when everybody's leaving. But I hope it's not. I don't think it's as bad as 2 hours. Although there was a time like, but this was like several years ago where we waited like 2 or 3 hours. It was terrible. Javi says, I'm honestly thinking on either the Strat or the Luxor. I think it just depends on, again, your experience. Like, if you're at the Strat, you might like that if you want to check out the new casino, the Fountain Blue, because it's close to the Strat. So in between the EDC, you can check out Fountain Blue, or you can check out Resorts World when you're up at the Strat. But the Luxor, I like because they have the iHeart Raves pop up. So if you maybe are with people in your group who want to get their hair done, there you can get your hair done at the pop up. Get braids in and stuff. And then you can also do like your shopping each day. You can, if you forget something, you can go to the pop up shop if you're at the Luxor. And yeah, I mean, you're also more next to more action if you're down there at the Luxor. You're not too far from where all the stuff is happening on the strip. Yep. Camping, I'm telling you, it definitely looks like a lot of fun. You just fully immersed. The goat yoga, the afters, the food, the pool parties. Like you really it's just a party all weekend long. I've always wanted to check out, Camp OG. I know they're partying all night long, and it's where the OGs are supposed to be. Where in the past, Pasquale says like you could find him, after the event. Apex, I'm a city slicker. I need the works. I know. I feel like if I were to do camping, I would want like everything. Air conditioning, hot water, a nice bed, good sleep, no noise, right? Which for me might be a little unrealistic. Jay Chun, if you go Luxor, try to either get a low floor in the pyramid or go to the towers. The inclinators on the upper floor. Oh my gosh, yeah. I hear they're really. I mean, those things are old. that building has been there for a while. That's a good recommendation though. Good tip. Ask for a low floor or go to the towers. L says, any tips for good meetup spots when our Rain fam has conflicting sets? I remember EDC 22, we decided on right side of Kinetic Field, and it was impossible to find my Rain fam. Oh, yes. Oh, the fire tower. Yeah, that's a good one. The lockers are a good one because the lockers are, it's one area. That's usually a really good meeting spot. I've used that in the past. We've done the flower tower, right? The one that's like made of flowers and it's like got all this fire and it's closer to Kinetic Field. We also like to do the VIP upgrades because it's just one tent, right? The VIP tent is like right outside the entrance and there's only one. So if you go to ask your friends to meet you there, like it shouldn't be that hard. I like meeting up. This is where we did our meetup, but right next to like, let me see if I can find it. Gotta pull up the map. Or Pixel Forest. Pixel Forest is a good meetup spot. You can meet by a different activation, right? Last year there was a Sky Vodka activation by Base Pod. That was a good meetup. Sorry. Yeah. Always want to pick a meetup spot that doesn't move either. There was a year. There was a year where a daisy was on like a lift and it was moving in different places. and it also moved like throughout the venue. So, you know, you think it's at one place and you just could not find it. So definitely pick a place that's fixed so it's not moving. Is Apex, is VIP worth it? I think VIP is definitely worth it. I know. Sorry about the dog, guys. My apologies. Maybe I should put them away while I'm doing these streams. I think VIP is worth it. Yeah, especially if you enjoy that exclusive space, right? I feel like every time we went into the VIP areas, there was decent amount of room at Kinetic Field, Circuit Grounds. Yeah, there was definitely space there. I think at some of the other places, I struggled to enjoy the area. Like the Wasteland VIP area was pretty packed. The Base Pod VIP area was pretty packed. Neon Garden was okay. The Quantum Valley VIP area, I think, was very tight. I think they need 2 entrances to the Quantum Valley VIP area because there's like a choke point. It's really hard it was hard for us to get in. And I don't really like pushing my way through crowds all the time. But I like the food at the VIP area too is pretty good. The Kinetic Field VIP area has the multi-layer or the viewing deck, and that's a big plus for me. Circuit Grounds also has the VIP viewing decks, and I think that view, because I record a lot of videos, so I like being up higher. You get a better vantage point, so it is a better view, and I think those views are definitely worth it. Jay Chen says he had to wait over an hour to get up on the Luxor L inclinators. Man, I hear that hotel's even haunted. Chill area by the rave hangar. I didn't get to go there that much, but I want to this year. I feel like I missed out on it last year. I wanted to check out Arm & Hammer there. I really even just wanted to see the area. It's, I think, their second time Allegiant has done that rave hangar. I'll go with this year. Planning your schedule. That was next on here. If you guys don't have the Insomniac app, definitely get it for EDC. That's a great way to plan. Once the lineup comes out and you can select, favorite your artists. You can favorite your artist before the set times come out. So that way, when the set times do come out, it like populates your schedule. Like you favorited all your DJs, and then once the set time comes out, boom, it creates your schedule, and now you can plan around that, right? I usually start with a combination of like what I want to do and who I want to see. When does the festival map normally come out? Usually I think the festival map usually comes out within like 4 weeks of the event. I think it's one of the things that comes out a little bit closer. Like they start to, oh, hey, we're putting this out, and then we're putting this out. They might put out like the parking first. I think we already got Camp EDC map. But yeah, they start to trickle those things out. And then we can, once you get the EDC map out, that's when everybody starts doing their meetups. So you'll know when you start to see your favorite social media pages start talking about their meetups, the map is out. If you guys have been to EDC before, how does your experience usually start out, right? When you first get there, are you like going straight to stages? Are you going straight to your favorite artist? Or do you like to go eat first, get something to drink? Do you like to explore first? I'm curious. I think in the past, I've gone straight to like a set. You know, as soon as I get in, I'm like, I gotta go see this DJ, and after that, you go just see another artist and then another artist, and then sometimes when I do that, I don't actually see the festival. Right now, I really enjoy. Um, I really enjoy exploring first, kind of catching my bearings first, getting to see some of the new stuff. Because once you just start walking around, you get to, uh, see the new stages, right? Especially if you're coming from. For me, I like to usually enter on the south side um, of Cosmic Meadow towards Circuit Grounds. So we pass by Pixel Forest first, and then we can see Circuit Grounds. Then from there, I head north, and we go towards, Base Pod, Wasteland, Kinetic, just right down Rainbow Road. Preview. It's big. I'll unlock this. Yeah, there we go. Boom, locked. There it is. Fellow buzzin'. Where? Hey, dude. Hey. I'm buzzing. Cool hat. I love this hat. I don't know if you guys saw that or something. All right, so definitely explore. J-Chan, definitely explore a little. Always try to get there before I start hitting stages. Same. I think it's nice to just see it all, because eventually it's hard. You're just kind of going from place to place. Kiesling, I love going to see Kinetic Field first. Insomniac always does such a great job designing that stage. That is so right. I do feel like I want to go see that stage because, especially in the daylight, because there's not really many times you could see it in the daylight. So if you go Friday at opening ceremony, it's like golden hour for that stage. And, it's like their biggest stage. So you'll see that first, and it just sets your experience off right. And then you also get to see the theme, right? Really looking forward to seeing what they do with it. Will it be bigger? Will it be taller? Will it be wider? Will the Guardians be the same? I'm always excited to see what Guardians are at the front of, the big arches. Javi says, I need to see opening ceremony. I missed it last year. I'm sure you can see it on YouTube somewhere. I liked that they had these cool fireworks that blowed out color, and so because it's still daylight, so instead of like being fireworks, it was like powdered color being flown out, kind of like the stuff you see for like gender reveals. So that was pretty cool. It was really just Pasquale doing a voiceover over a bunch of clips, just really getting that party started. I feel like it is just nice to have like an opening ceremony, kind of like the Olympics. Jay Chen says, I hope they separate Base Pod and Wasteland. Yeah, I mean, you can see here, it's not separated by much, Honestly, depending on where you're standing, there's even some sound bleed. But they're running out of space, It just keeps they keep adding more stuff, and there's really nowhere else to put it, right? these stages down here at the bottom, Quantum Valley, they would have to push it even farther, right? I was telling my wife, I think they need to, I think in order to get more area or more like space, they're going to have to like put another stage outside or something. You know, they're running out of space in this speedway. Mimi614, hi, this is my first EDC and I found you looking up tips. If you don't live in the States, do you get a box at pickup with your wristbands? Correct. JChen88 says there is a will call. That is correct. If you're international, you'll have to pick up your wristband from will call. And depending on, depending on when you come in to Las Vegas, you'll want to go to will call right away. I believe they're open the week of EDC, I think as early as Monday. But obviously most people don't get in until later. So if you get in on, say, a Thursday, like go straight to will call, pick up your passes, pick up your wristbands from will call as soon as you can before the lines get big. Thanks for answering that, Jachan. I appreciate that. And yeah, no more swinging signs. Just nice and secure, at no risk of falling down on anybody. If anyone was at EDC 2012, let me know in the comments if you were evacuated. That was 2012. There was a full evacuation of the festival. Shut down the festival. Everybody left. Bizarre. They should do a movie on EDC 2012. Apex, what's the camp studio? How much that? The camp studio? What's camps? Like, how much is camp? Let me know. Javi, base pod just needs a bigger space. Yep. Of the two, definitely base pod needs more space. It's still like pretty close. I feel like, over at base pod, they probably don't need this activation, the sky activation. Like, you probably could get rid of that and then widen base pod, right? You could move this giant wheel and widen base pod. I definitely think that for how much people love bass right now, and you can see based on how many people go to this stage during EDC, it definitely should be bigger. Sound bleed was very minimal last year. I feel to compare it 2 years ago. Nice. Yeah, I think maybe I don't think Nomad's Land was originally between Wasteland and Base Pod. I think for a little bit ago it was like Nomad's Land was on the north side of Wasteland, and so Wasteland and Base Pod were closer. So, I'm glad, less sound bleed the better. Oh, yes, that's right. Oh, I remember you saying that about the cathedral. My wife and I, Logan, we looked that up, and I'm so stoked. That would be so sweet. Why would they have the cathedral window? Bring it back. Bigger. Taller. Wider. Bring back the owls. Bring back that theme, right? I think that year... I don't know if it was 2014, but it was 1 year they literally had a wizard, right? It was like Merlin, in between the intermissions, instead of there just being a show on the stage. Literally, this guy dressed like Merlin with a beard and everything was like, saying stuff. It was like on theme. So I think that would be cool. Bring that back. Apex, I need braids. Awesome. They definitely do braids at Luxor. Get there early and get an appointment. I always see people there getting their braids done. They also have the Volta beauty bars. I know someone mentioned that in one of the comments of the videos that this is a great perk for VIP holders, VIP headliners. There's a Volta bar at Circuit Grounds, and then there's also a Volta bar here at Kinetic Field as well. So that would be cool if you need to get braids done, but you're going to be at the festival, so there might be a wait. And then are you going to well, at least you can maybe get everything else ready before you go. So you could just, have your makeup done or you have your outfit ready and then go get your hair done at the festival. I think there's another one in GA right here, right by the Insomniac pop-up shop. Mimi booked the Wednesday flight. Yeah, that should get you in there early so you can get your wristband on time and not have to have a headache about getting your wristbands. I've seen some reviews from other YouTubers about the will call situations. Camp Studio yet? What is Camp Studio? Am I missing something? I feel like I'm missing. Camp Studio. Like where you can play music? Or like where you go get your hair done at camp? Is that what I'm... Kiesling, I wish I was there for the cathedral. The pics from that year look amazing. If you guys have seen EDC live stream in the past few years, the live streams now are nothing like they were in 2014. Like the live streams in 2014 they're different. They're like they have effects on the live stream. They overlay like multiple shots. It's really trippy. Like go check out, I think one of my favorite sets from 2014 EDC is the Laid Back Luke set from 2014 at the Cathedral and the Hardwell set from the Cathedral in EDC 2014. Those live streams or those recordings are some of the best recordings that I've easily my top 5. Jay Chun says maybe they'll bring back drone shows with the wizard. Oh yes, where the wizard like shoots into the sky and like the entire sky illuminates with just more theming and characters. I feel like the intermissions for Celestial at Kinetic Field were just showing off the stage, which I'm all about. I like storyline, I think there was a year where there was a lot of story, and then I think it kind of moved away from the story and the lore behind it. Like I think that's what makes Tomorrowland cool. Is there's literally a book that you can buy that is the lore behind the theme for Tomorrowland. So I think they'll get there. Frankie, how's the parking situation like? The GA parking is pretty. I mean, in my experience, it's not. It's whatever. This is free, right? Some people like it's hard because maybe you forget where you park, or sometimes you try to leave and like there's just so many people leaving, so you're having to wait like 2 hours to leave. So you might, if you do parking, maybe you want to think about when you're gonna be leaving the festival, what time you're gonna get there. Maybe you want to consider premier parking if you're going to be driving to the festival. But getting there and parking, I think is easy, right? I went with my friend in the past couple of years. We drove there and we got to the parking lot, like no joke, in like 25 minutes from our hotel. It was really easy to get there. But I took a shuttle back to the hotel. My friend stayed at the festival and then drove later around like 4 or 5. I think he mentioned that it took him maybe 45 minutes to get home. The apartment Camp Studio. Okay, so thank you for informing me, Jay Chen. Those things look really cool. I think it's from the same company that does Hotel EDC, Vibe or something. Those would be really, really nice. So are they not doing them for 2024 or are they going to do them in 2025? Mimi grabbed everything except shuttle, just a waiting game. I know. You can go to every post that Insomniac makes, someone in the comments is like, where are the shuttles? What's up? Hey. Welcome in. Happy Thursday. Welcome, Zara. Let's see. Let me go back to what was next on the agenda. enjoying the festival. So, what are your guys' tips for enjoying the festival? Um, Definitely checking out the food. I love eating now. I didn't used to eat at EDC. I would eat maybe before, and then it would just be like a fast for the entire day. So it's not far. Oh, to answer your question, Frankie, the distance from the parking really will just depend on when you arrive. Obviously, the earlier you get to the festival, the closer you can park. Let me see if I can find the EDC parking map, because I have a pretty good tip about getting. If you do get to EDC early and you're parking, I recommend going to the brown lot, but there's a specific way you got to get there. Okay, secured the picture. Okay, so let me just, whatever. We'll work with it, guys. We'll do this. Okay, so if you're getting there by car and you want to do your parking, here's how I would recommend get there. Okay, let's see. So right here, Las Vegas Boulevard North. That's the bottom road right in the center. And if you're coming from the Strip, you'll come up Las Vegas Boulevard, and you'll see the first two gates, 1 and 2, are the green lot. And that's where everybody usually goes to first, because a lot of people don't know that you can actually pass these green lots to get to the brown lot. So this is where you could park. So pass, if you're on your way to EDC and you're on Las Vegas Boulevard, there's going to be multiple lanes going north, and the left lane is always very packed. Like, everyone is in the left lane because they're trying to turn left, so everybody thinks you need to be in the left lane. But if you just skip gate 1 and 2 and go straight to gate 3, you can go to the far right lane and pass everybody, and then slide back over to gate 3 and then enter in gate 3. If you enter in gate 3, you'll be in the brown lot, and that, I think, is like the closest to the festival entrance, which is over here. It's gate P. So if you park in this brown lot, you can go to gate P to get into the festival, and then when you leave, you can go back to gate P, which is on the south side of the festival. It's over here. See, by Neon Garden, entrance gate P. You'll go that way. You'll head to your parking lot, and then you'll exit at gate 3 as well. So, that was a mouthful. But that's the parking situation. As for Premier, if you do Premier parking, you can take the 15 North. You'll take the 15 North. You'll come out somewhere over here, right? Speedway Boulevard. And then you'll end up in the yellow. That's where the Premier parking is. It's by where the shuttles are. So gate S is going to be your entrance. And it's really close. And it's really easy to get out. So that's why I think Premier is nice. It's a close walk to the entrance, and it's also an easy way to exit. Okay, let's see. Where are we at? Remember, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Yes, take breaks. That is one way to enjoy the festival. Absolutely. I like to chill out at any of these different places to hang out. I liked hanging out at the Bionic Jungle. Let me know if you guys were able to check that. That stage out and all the grass there is really nice. Another way to enjoy from Zara, that it's okay to make plans, but accept that many of your plans will dissolve once the festival actually begins, and just feeling your heart be the compass rose that guides you across each day. Absolutely. That's the magic of EDC. You can have an idea, but eventually, like, the group takes you this way, or you meet someone who, like, wants to go this way. Or, sometimes somebody just needs to go use the restroom and you go somewhere else. Your plans always are changing. I agree with that one. Javi, it sounds like sharing the experience with someone that's never been to EDC is the best. That I can agree with. I know that now firsthand when we took a group to their first EDC last year. that's so rewarding. It's new. I've been going now for, this will probably be year 10 now, and think seeing other people's reactions to everything is like what now brings me a lot more joy, right? Not just what it was before when I first started going, but now it's about seeing people happy and bringing people and showing people, what brings me a lot of joy. To bring someone to EDC is so special. Yep, you might not get to see all your artists, your favorite DJs. That is definitely true. Um, it's why it's also, you kind of filter, right? You favorite all the ones that you want to see, and then you really have to like be very selective. You're like, okay, well, who are the absolute must watches, right? And then from there, you got to plan your day accordingly. Can you bring an electric skateboard, an electric bike? I do know you can bring bicycles to Camp EDC. Let's see if anyone else can maybe help us get the answer to that. Can you bring an electric bike, electric skateboard? What about an electric scooter? Zara, another piece of advice: don't take the non-musical features of the festival for granted. Yes, many of my favorite memories revolved around other features like downtown EDC, the art. Yeah, explore. Even just hang out. Sometimes you just gotta sit somewhere and like just chill, because you gotta soak it all in. And if you're going and bouncing around from thing to thing, like you kind of miss the in between, and that's part of the life lessons of EDC too. Is like, where else in life are we just focusing on certain things and forgetting what's on the in between? Getting magic of EDC, right? Third, art cars, art cars, art cars. I can enjoy the feeling of rubbing shoulders in main stage clouds as much, but one of a kind intimate art car set experience. Yeah, because gotta find balance. I like the art cars too because they are intimate. And it's not just big and grand. I like it all. That's why I love EDCs. It's so, comprehensive. It has everything. And of different levels and intensities, right? You can have an intense stage, or you can have like a medium, like a low side stage, right? Where you can, it's completely opposite, nice low key, not all this production, something like a silent disco. Did anyone get to do the Candy Palace? Candy Palace? I didn't get to wait, but after this last year, I was like, I think in the future I'm gonna be willing to wait for something at downtown EDC instead of like, it's a line. I'm not gonna go. Kiesling, I kind of missed all the LED lights on the stairs in front of Electric Avenue, and the artwork on the grass to the right of Cosmic Meadow. Yeah, it was like a it's definitely different. I feel like they're always rotating stuff out and opting to put more into different areas. I like the interactive art, at Cosmic Meadow. The different like kind of buttons on the floor. You can step on one and they change color. I like that. I put in one of my videos like you can lay underneath it and it's like this canopy with LED lights. Do the general admission lockers ever get sold out? I think so, if I recall. For VIP though, you could buy them, I think even some of them the same day. Yeah, the Candy Casino or Candy Palace. I think it was Candy Casino. That's what it was. Yeah. I might have to bite the bullet. I might do the thing where like you have one person wait in line and everyone else goes to grab a drink. No, I won't do that. Everyone's got to wait. Zara says the garden was my single favorite feature of EDC. Yeah, it was nice. It was different. It was one of the new lands, that Pasquale alluded to. It was a new place to just hang out and be. Had the fountains and everything. And then, of course, I think it took over one of the hangars or like the garages, right, for like the cars during the speedway or during races. They took over these garages, and it was so cool. Like all the flowers coming down from the ceiling, that small intimate stage that they had, and then the water feature at the garden was nice. It was just kind of pleasant, It's like just a different land than like Nomad's Land was all this fire and Pixel Forest where everything is digital and electric. This area, the garden, Daisy Fields, it was new. It was also a former VIP space. Yes, I remember when Quantum Valley was had a stage here in this area, and the VIP space between Quantum Valley and Kinetic Field were shared. So you could go from Kinetic Field to Quantum Valley in like minutes. And I really enjoyed that. The Quantum Valley VIP area in 2018 even had a viewing deck. So that was really nice. I think I remember seeing Soju near that area too. I think this was like a Soju logo. Oh, well, I would like to follow up on some festival fashion if anybody else had any last minute, any other recommendations for where people can buy fashion, buy outfits, buy accessories. I will link if anyone's looking for a link for IEDM. This is a link for IEDM if you want to buy some of their rave clothes. They have a lot of pattern stuff, so if you like the patterns, check that out. First year going EDC, I just want to see how it compares and contrasts to GA. You're gonna love being able to decide between which, because I think that there's so much to offer between both, for sure. And then, of course, the VIP just has stuff that is just exclusive. I mean, I think that's what they want, is to have some kind of exclusivity behind the VIP areas. So I do like the food options in VIP, especially that chicken plate. That chicken plate was fire. One of the best dishes I had all weekend long. Let's see. Yeah. So it's been pretty nice. Thank you guys all for being here. If you guys haven't yet, hit that like button. It'll help distribute this to many more people once we kind of sign off here. That is a nice perk. Somebody that was mentioned in comments of some of the comments. I think Zara mentioned that. VIP front of line fast pass if you got a VIP wristband. Well, I'm about to sign off in about 5 minutes or so. Get in your last tips. I'd love to hear. Maybe one of your, let me know some of your tips, and I might have them in some of my upcoming videos. It's about the time of the year where I'll release my annual 10 first timer tips. So I'm looking for unique tips, not stuff that has already been mentioned, like the earplugs and the hydration packs. Let me know some of your unique tips for EDC. I might sneak them into the upcoming videos. Yes, can't wait to meet all you guys there. We gotta meet up. We gotta hang out, take pictures, trade candy. I love trading candy with people. I like finding people in the wild too. If you guys ever see me here in San Diego, stop me, say hi. Um, there have been some people I've met in San Diego recently. I've just out and about, and people say hi, which is really cool. So if you're watching this and we've met in the past couple of weeks, what's up? Yes, emergency blankets. The ones that the aluminum foil ones, right? Javi, you too. Have an excellent weekend. I'll be back in 2 weeks. Trying to put out the next video, which I'll do like a 10 first timer tips video. I wrote the script for it already. Now I just need to record it. I hope to have that out next week, and then we'll be back again on February 8th for another live, just to shoot the shit. This is so cool. I love hanging out with you guys. This is really nice. Zara says, pack some electrolytes. Yes. Smash them. I highly recommend Pure Boost. Nice. Yeah, I think that really helps out. Whether I usually smash one like right before bed, even though I think sometimes they have caffeine, but I'll still fall asleep anyway. But I feel so much better when you have one of those, whatever it is, whether it's electrolyte pack or something similar. Just smashing one of those before bed, I feel so good the next morning. Bring shower shoes if you're camping. Oh yeah, I bet. Definitely opening ceremony. That was top of mind from today's discussion. It's like, if you can get there early, you can definitely enjoy the festival, have time to enjoy the venue while it's still sun out. What are some unique ones? Beats and breakfast, which was mentioned. Having that at the end of the night, I'm sure. I have not enjoyed it before. I'd like to. Why not? Free bagels, free fruit. Oh, Salvage City. Not a drinker. Well, I don't drink in general. But I think it would be cool. Like, I'd like to experience that. I feel like they should have like a non-alcoholic package if you want to do Salvage City, because it's pretty pricey for people who aren't drinking the booze. Because I hear if you are drinking, it's really worth it, because there's a lot of libations flowing at Salvage City. There were so many people at opening ceremony this year. It was cool. I didn't think that many people would come out for it, but last 2022's opening ceremony was different, because I think, if I recall, they did opening ceremony all 3 days in 2022, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then in 2023, they cut it down to just one day, just Friday. And I could just be having bad memory. And then I also noticed at opening ceremony, there were two entrances. There was an entrance to the festival at the north side of Cosmic Meadow. I can move to them now. Like, there were two entrances. There was one at the north side that was right by Daisy Lane, right? And then there was another one over here by Electric Avenue. And I think on Friday, because I saw other YouTubers' videos, that this side, the north side, actually opened up. Like, they were letting people into the festival at the north side of Cosmic Meadow, while everyone on the south side over here by Electric Avenue were just stuck waiting. And I remember thinking, like, oh, there's people on the other side, like, what the fuck's going on? So maybe I could wait by the grandstands next time, and then I'd be able to see which side is opening, and then we'll go there instead of waiting. All right, guys. Thanks for being here. I am signing off. Thank you so much for all your messages and all your comments, keeping me company. and just chatting about EDC. It's nice to connect with other people who are, thinking about EDC and who are ready to enjoy it just as much as I am. So if you haven't yet, hit that like button. And thanks again. I'll have another video next week. And then I'll be back live in 2 weeks. And we'll just keep this going. Thanks for being here on this journey. Have a wonderful night. Enjoy your Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and see you guys later.